Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Yin Yoga practice. I'm so happy to have you here today. And if you are joining us on YouTube, I just wanted to let you know that this is part of our Daily Dose initiative, which is happening right now on Boho Beautiful Official. It is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to come together for the month of January, do yoga every single day, and we are live. We are live streaming it to you right here from this studio. So if you haven't had the opportunity yet to join, feel free to click the link in the description and you can find out all the information about how to join. Otherwise, I'm so excited to welcome you, all of you guys, YouTube and our beautiful community here on Boho Beautiful Official, to this very deep releasing 90-minute Yin Yoga practice. So in our daily dose, we like to have some sort of theme or initiative or an intention that we set per day and per practice. And so today's intention is Svadhyaya, which is one of the Niyamas, which is part of the 8 limbs of yoga by Patanjali. And it is a beautiful self-study. You know, Svadhyaya is about it's studying the scriptures, but it's also studying yourself. It is studying your own experiences and your own journey through the spiritual growth. And I think it's a perfect way to connect Yin Yoga, because during Yin Yoga, we are going to be going into deep asanas where it gives us the opportunity to just go within and to study ourselves, to study our emotions, to study our body, and also just to learn about how we're holding on to energy, how we're holding on to our thoughts and emotions, and etc. So this is a really beautiful internal practice, while at the same time focusing a lot on the release of muscles and building flexibility and so much more. Now for today's practice, I do recommend using a bolster. I have one right here. If you don't have a bolster at home, there's no worries. You can always improvise. A good alternative is just to grab a big pillow from your bed, or even, you know, sometimes like couch pillows they come pretty thick. So if you have something like that, it'll just give you a little bit more support as we go a little deeper into some asanas. Okay, let us begin. Let's take your prop, whatever you're going to be using, your bolster if you have one, perhaps if you don't, grab your pillow. And we're going to start a nice, relaxing opening asana here, placing the bolster behind you. I have my timer here, by the way, so if you see me keep clicking this here, it is my timer, because we're going to be holding each posture today for 3 minutes. So I got to make sure I keep it right for you. All right, bring the soles of your feet together. Allow the knees to open, and then place your upper back. So maybe we're kind of where for the ladies, where the bra strap area would be, that's kind of the position you want to place your back. So just below the shoulder blades. You want to place it on top of your pillow or bolster, and then just open the body and relax. From here, I'd like you to release the arms and just feeling this opening sensation through your shoulders, your upper back. This is going to be where we start today, with a nice 3-minute hold while we start to bring our awareness internally. Inhaling into your nose, and then exhaling out. Just welcoming your body, welcoming the day. Checking in with how you're feeling in this moment. How are you showing up? How is your body feeling? How is the first week or first few days of 2025 has felt for you? Can you welcome a breath of presence? And then exhale all that feels heavy today. All that is bringing some weight on your shoulders today. Can you exhale that out? Can you notice how your hips are feeling? Can you notice how your shoulders are feeling? Can you welcome a deeper breath and allow it to guide you further and further into relaxation? If any discomfort begins to arise, especially in the hips, can you breathe with it first before wanting to come out or move? Of course, if it's anything, and this applies to every posture today, if there's any sharp electrical pain in your body, of course, use that as a cue to come out or reset yourself. But if it's just discomfort, can you sit with it? Can you study it? Can you try to understand where it is and what it is, and then breathe it out? Stay with your breath. And now from here, let's slowly come out, bringing your knees together. Reach your arms over your head. And bring your arms down. Bring your chin down. And then slowly come on up. Good. Wonderful. Just sit up tall, inhale. Exhale. We're just going to add a couple movements today to start off, just to get the body feeling connected. So very gentle seated cat-cow, just opening and exhale, releasing. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. And then from here, you're going to come up to seated, cross your ankles, and just come into a seated position. So you want to start with your right foot in front. Now you're going to take your bolster, your pillow, whatever you're using today, and just bring it to your right side. Now I'm just going to pivot so I can face you in front of the camera, but you can sit facing the front of your mat. So right foot in front, pillow along the right. I got my timer here. I want you to take an inhale and just reach both arms up, feeling that lengthening sensation. And then as you exhale, you're going to take your right hand and just place it on top of the bolster pillow, reaching your left arm, and then bend your elbow, place the hand behind your head. And then from here, what we can do is actually lift this other hand off the pillow, and almost like you're resting your head. So literally rest your head on the other hand. Now before we start, I just want you to turn and open, lifting that elbow up. And then extend your arm, inhale, and exhale, bring it down behind your back as if you're trying to reach and thread it through towards the right thigh, the right hip. Now, very common for us to kind of let that shoulder drop. And if you're dropping forward, you're not going to feel as much of an intense opening. What I want you to do now is while you rest your head, open that left shoulder like you're almost trying to look back behind you. Open, 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 open. And then see if you can hold it here. Looking up towards the sky. Again, rest your head, support your head with that other hand, and close your eyes. So my intention here is to get you into that side body, into this glute as well, this in the side area here, into the lower back, all through the side. Right, so again, it's very important that you work on the alignment. So let's hold here, because as soon as you round forward, you lose the intensity and the benefit of this posture. So really open up, open that chest, open your heart. Breathe. Close your eyes again. Beautiful pranayama that you can include into this practice today is Ujjayi breath. guys, I'm sure have done this before, and I've talked about it often. Ujjayi breathing is where you inhale through both nostrils. Exhale out of your nose, but almost like you're making that humming sound in the back of your throat. Like literally mimicking the sound of an ocean wave. And this is a beautiful way to signal the body to relax. It's a very relaxing, calming breath. And I challenge you to work through that in every asana we do today. Deep breath in. Can you go a little deeper? If you're starting to feel the release, can you open that shoulder even further and keep looking up? And again, use that other hand to rest or support even your neck if you need to. Close your eyes. Listen to everything that is happening internally. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in again. And Ujjayi breath, exhale out. If holding your neck up high is also too much, you can just rest here. But again, just be very mindful that shoulder doesn't fall down. And just paying attention to everything that begins to happen. Sometimes when we give our body just a moment to relax, at first you feel nothing, and then the body goes a little deeper, and then boom, it just unlocks something in your body, and you start to feel all kinds of sensations. And I'm not even talking about physically. It also applies to emotional, mental release. It's normal to begin to remember certain situations, have your mind wander off. Again, we don't want to let it go too off, so if you feel like you're somewhere else and you're leaving this practice, then come back to your breath. But it's also important to just observe. Observe where the mind wants to go. Observe what is bothering you maybe. What is on your mind today? Can you breathe it out? Can you come back to the present moment? Let's take one last deep breath in together. Open up that shoulder. Exhale, release. So bring the hand down, just reach and come back up. Nice. And just take a second, pay attention to the difference between the two sides. And then we're going to even it out. So that foot that's closest to your midline, you're going to bring it forward. So now left foot forward, right foot closer to your body. Take your prop, place it to the other side. And let's go. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale first. Just take a nice side stretch. Rest your hand. Look up. From here, bend your elbow. And I want you to really focus on opening, lifting that elbow up. And then from here, you can even bring the other elbow forward. Rest your head, take your arm up, bring it behind, and open. Let's hold here 3 minutes, and really opening that shoulder, looking up. Now paying attention to the other side. Where are you holding tension today? Where does it feel the most stiff? Do you feel pain anywhere? Restriction? Just inquire. Be very mindful that you don't relax too much, that you start to come forward and not feel anything. So yeah, that right shoulder, bring it up and back, like somebody is pulling you. Like you're trying to look behind you. Look up. But at the same time, allow the weight of your head to be held by that other hand. So you're supporting your neck. If the neck muscles start to get tired or sore, you can, of course, just keep your head neutral, but still remain by opening that shoulder out. The beautiful thing about yin yoga is that we work both sides of our body. We try to really focus on that balance. And along with the physical component of, releasing both sides equally, there's also an energetic component that comes with it, because we have masculine and feminine energies that run through us. The channels, there's energetic channels. And when these energies begin to be worked on, we begin to inquire and open up the body, it's very normal to feel different emotions or reactions in different sides, because our bodies are so intertwined. So the physical stimulation of an asana can stimulate parts of your masculine energy or parts of your feminine energy. So just inquire and try to understand, how is this side different than the other? Outside of just the physical experience, how am I feeling this differently? The right side is our masculine side, the sun energy of our body, and then the left is the moon and the feminine side. And this is where we can also explore a little bit of that as well. Keep opening that shoulder. And now let's release. Bring it back to center. Reach your arm and come on up. Ooh. Very nice. Just roll the shoulders up and down a few times. Maybe take a little cat-cow seated just to release a little bit of that tension. And then let's bring our knees together and swing your feet around, and we're going to take your bolster and just place it to the front of your mat and come up to all fours position. Now from here, just a quick cat-cow once again to get a little deeper into the spine and to realign the energies. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round and release. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round and release. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. We're going to get a little bit deeper into the upper body here for a moment. So what I'd like you to do is, you don't need a bolster for this, but you can take your right arm, reach it up. And then as you exhale, you're going to thread it through. You're going to thread all the way until the right shoulder comes down on the mat. Now I'm going to show you a couple of variations. Variation 1 is just to stay here, maybe reach your left arm forward. Variation 2 would be a little easier on the knees. If you do feel this a little bit on the knees, is to actually sit back to your heels like a child's pose and then just release forward. Now, wherever you are, I want you to think about this left shoulder and bring it down as close as you can. So the more you think about squaring off the shoulders, the deeper you're going to feel the release through the arm. So let's come into our position. Take a deep breath in together. And exhale here, holding this. Closing your eyes. So again, you can try both and then see what feels better and then stay in your preferred variation. But really focusing on the release along the outer shoulder, continuing to drop that left shoulder down. Stay with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to that awareness of the energetic body, the masculine, the feminine energies that run through you. There are the nadis, the channels of energies which intertwine in the center, which is known as your chakra. But these energies are moving and are constantly flowing through you. The Pingala energy, which is the masculine sun energy, the right side of your body, and the Ida, feminine lunar energy, always moving through you. But depending on the circumstance of your life, or whatever's happening, or your reactions, one can be dominant over the other. And the goal of yoga and our practice is to balance the energy. It's to balance the sun and the moon energy, creating that harmony within. Just stay here. Breathe in this peace into the body, noticing everything that's happening through the upper body at this time, your shoulders. Good, breathe and stay here. You got 30 more seconds to go. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling out. Listening to that breath. Beautiful. Now to come out, slowly bring your gaze forward and just start to come out and release the hand. Maybe do it a little shake. Bring your hand back down. All fours position, just do a little wobble side to side to reconnect with that energy again. And let's balance it out. We're gonna go to the other side. So left arm reaches up. Exhale, bring your left arm through. Drop your left shoulder down. And now very, very mindful of the alignment. So think about that right shoulder coming closer to the mat. Reach your right arm forward. I'm gonna reset our timer here. And let's hold, breathe in. Exhale out. And I want you to take the opportunity to explore your body a little bit. So don't just come into the pose and hold. I want you to feel the different angles of it. So sometimes, because our bodies are so different, some of you might feel a deeper release if you just slightly bring your hips back just a little bit if you're on your knees. Others might feel a deeper release if you walk your fingers forward and slightly bring your body forward. Not to the extreme that you take a different asana, but just that little slight adjustment, it's going to hit different parts in your body and it's going to trigger that release depending on where the tension lies for you. So I encourage you to explore a little bit. In each asana that you take, move a little bit forward and back, side to side, and find that spot for you. And then once you found that tension where that restriction is the most, then you breathe into it. You use that exhale to initiate a sense of relaxation in the asana, to allow the body to let go, to bring oxygen into the muscles, bring more oxygen into the heart, into the blood, to give your body the permission to release lactic acid and all kinds of toxins that perhaps have been built up and stored in your muscles. Creating that space for your body to release physically and mentally and emotionally. Paying attention to your breath in each asana. Is your breath different? How is it different from the other side? Are you breathing more steadily or more rapidly in these different asanas? It'll all tell you. It's so fascinating to explore our bodies in this way and how we react to all of these positions. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Okay, from here, come back up and slowly take your time. Bring yourself over to your hands and knees. Maybe take a little rock side to side. All right, and now let's go a little bit deeper into again, we're staying with the upper body, into the triceps. So go ahead and bring your prop, so your bolster or your pillow, whatever you're using. Come a little bit closer. We're going to take a puppy pose, but I'd like you to place your elbows on top of your bolster or pillow. Connect the palms of your hands together. And then from here, you're staying with your hips above your knees. You're going to start to allow the heart center to drop down. Taking it as far as you're comfortable, and then maybe even resting your forehead on the pillow or the bolster, or just letting it kind of hang out here. And then begin to bring your thumbs closer towards your neck, towards the back of your head. So this release not only opens the shoulders, the upper back, but it also starts to get deeper into the tricep region, which should feel really nice, especially if you've been doing lots of chaturangas. So breathe here. Let's hold here for 3 minutes. Closing your eyes. Inhale, exhale. Follow that ujjayi breath. Exhale. Taking this opportunity to study yourself, study your breath, study the sensations in your body. How can you welcome more relaxation into this asana? What can you do to let go a little bit more? Noticing how your body lets go. It starts to relax little bit by little bit. So work with that as well. Breathe into that. Listen to that breath, that ocean sound that you're making. Can you open a little deeper? As we approach the finish line of the asana hold, it's very normal to feel antsy. It's getting intense. You want to get out. But I encourage you to, when you feel this, to breathe a little deeper, to stay a little longer. Can you face that sensation head on and not give in to it yet? Can you hold and push through a little bit more? Give your body that deeper release that it needs. And from here, let's release the hands, the arms, and come on out. Well done, my friends. Just come up to center. Maybe sit up onto your heels. Just roll the shoulders back a little bit. Maybe roll it side to side. Good. Just give yourself a little mini release. Good. All right. And then from here, let's just slide the hands back up. You can move your prop a little bit out of the way so it's not in your way and you have lots of space. Ground the hands of your 10 fingers onto the mat, squeeze and really grip the mat. Push the palms of your hands into the mat so you activate in the shoulders, tuck your toes under, and then from here, let's just lift the body, lift the hips, and start to walk out your downward facing dog. Good. Stretch out your calf muscles, your hamstrings. Give a little bit of movement into your hips. Again, movement is not something we do in yin yoga. It's all about stillness, but just for the time being, I want you to give your body a little release before we go back into more stillness and more holds. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let's just hold your downward facing dog for a moment. Now your shoulders should feel quite open and loose now, which is great. Now we're going to go a little more into the low body. Allow the heels to release into the mat with each breath. Maybe keep your knees bent if you are struggling with that back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. Good. From here, you're going to take your right knee now and bring the right knee towards your right thumb. Now, like a pigeon pose, what we're going to do, it's slightly different today. You're actually going to let your hips drop all the way to the right and then look at your legs and create a 45-degree bend in both legs. Flex both feet. Take your prop. And from here, you're going to start to pivot with that left hip. So we want to square off our shoulders as much as possible. This is a slight modified version of a pigeon, but it's accessible, should be accessible for everybody. So push the hip a little bit more. And then you're going to start to walk your hands forward until your elbows can come onto your bolster. Now from here, before we start the timer, I want you to just explore the body a little bit, noticing where is the tension the most here. Adjust your body. Maybe you need to kind of walk your foot, the foot that's in front, a little bit forward. The more you bring it parallel to the front of your mat, it could feel a lot deeper. So play with it. And then when you found a good spot for yourself, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, we're going to come down. Now, you have a couple variations. You can stay on your elbows if the intensity is enough, as it is here. Or you can go a little deeper and actually rest your body over top of your pillow or bolster. If this is still not enough for you, you can release the bolster and come all the way down to the floor. Okay, so take it to your own level. I'm going to get the timer going. And breathe. And just relax, smile, close your eyes. Let's explore what starts to happen in our lower body, especially in the right glute, in your right inner thigh, in your hamstring even. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice if you start to feel any sort of pulsation happening in your glute. A lot of the times the muscle, when it is so tight and restricted, it kind of almost shivers a little bit. It quivers and then it'll let go. At least I found that for my body. And so if that's happening, what's important is for you to deepen the breath, is to not just come out, but okay, the resistance is there, the tension is there. Can I hold it? And can I breathe more oxygen into that region of my body to give it that much more of a deeper release? And then we begin to take that inquiry further.
and start to pay attention what begins to happen on the emotional level. Is there any emotions that you feel begin to become triggered? Can you sit with that emotion, not suppress it? Every emotion is welcome here. This is your practice. This isn't the time to hold it together. As we would say, this is a time to release. This is your time to go inward and in your own safe space, let go of everything that is still weighing you down. Letting go of the past, letting go of any anxiety or fear of the future, and just letting yourself sit and be in this moment. And when those energies, especially negative energies, arise as so, can you deepen the breath and welcome them? Let them rise, let them come forward, and then let them go. And if you need to cry, if you need to scream, if you need to do whatever you have like a feeling to do, then do that. Don't suppress it. We live in a society where, showing emotion can be seen as a sign of weakness to some people, and I don't agree with it. And at least at this practice, I want all of us to take that idea aside and realize that being vulnerable and showing your emotions and allowing them to enter and be released is one of the strongest attributes that we can welcome, because it means you're strong and you can face them. You're not afraid of them, and you acknowledge them as just a part of being human. All right, let's take one more deep breath in and exhale. We're gonna come up. Okay, just notice how your body feels. We're gonna still work with those glutes, so just push your hips back. You're gonna take this back leg now, bring it up, bring it around. Now take the left heel and just place it on top of your right knee. And then from here, begin to lower into our fire log. So this again is going to look different on all of us. For some of you guys that are a little more tighter in the hip region, you might be up here and feeling like this is more than enough for me today. And this is where you're gonna stay. Maybe you'll work with the bolster and just kind of try to bring that knee down. That's your goal with as well as bringing the chest down. So as you bring the chest down, the knee will automatically start to be pushed to the floor as well. Others might be a little bit more open, and this feels quite comfortable in a full fire log. Then you're gonna go deeper. So let's all of us together, no matter where we are, first welcome a deep breath in and open through your heart center, through your chest, and then exhale, begin to come down to what feels right for each of us. So some of you guys come down onto your bolster. Others might even want to go deeper and remove the bolster and the prop and come down with the body. So let's hold here for another 3 minutes, breathing deeply. Now, we were focusing on the right glute. This might feel a little bit more on the left now, but still, of course, getting both sides. And continuing with that exploration, sitting with those emotions. Giving your body and your mind an opportunity to process things. I find so much happens in our life, in our everyday life, and we're so busy that we just move from one thing to the other without giving ourselves the proper opportunity to process some things. And that's important as well. Just trying to understand how certain circumstances may have impacted us physically or mentally, emotionally. Sitting with that, not labeling them, this is good or this is bad, but simply just accepting them as is and trying to hold still in that seat of awareness, trying to accept things as they are. processing our experiences. That's what it is. Life is just moments and moments of experiences, and beautiful and challenging and all in between. But it's all experiences and moments that are fleeting, come and go. Eventually all will come to an end, and there'll be a new beginning, and it just follows this beautiful cycle. Can you stay with that Ujjayi breath and go a little bit deeper for our final 45 seconds here of this posture? Can you bring your chin down closer to your chest to notice if that makes any difference in the sensation? Beautiful. Let's take one more deep breath in together. And then exhale. Come on out. Slowly, with control. Take your body up. Great job. From here, bring your legs together. We do a little shake. And we're going to stick with the same side, still the right side, and then we'll do the whole series on the other leg. So continuing with that right leg, I want you to bring your left knee to your chest. From here, I want you to take your knee and cross it over into a single-legged shoelace. Now, flex your right foot. Now, if you have a strap nearby, sometimes it's really helpful to take a strap, and that is great. If you don't worry about it, because there's so many other ways to work around it. I will show you a couple different variations to get into it. Let me just reset the timer. So take your hands first under your bottom knee. From here, I want you to lengthen as if somebody's pulling you from the crown of your head. On your exhalation, flex your front foot and then begin to come down with your body. So getting into that hamstring. The more you can bring your forehead to that top knee, the deeper you might feel the sensations start to come up all the way to your low back. That's very normal because the muscles are so connected, and if you are experiencing extra tightness there, just accept it and sit with it. It will let go. All right, so let's get into this position. Now, for those of you guys that are a little bit more flexible, a little bit more experienced, you want a deeper stretch, I'm going to show you something you can do with the bolster. What you can do is take your bolster and actually place your foot, maybe let me just come sideways a little bit here. So you place the foot flat against it. And then as you start to lean forward, you're holding onto the bolster, and what it will do, it will force your foot to stay flexed, which will allow that deeper sensation through the calf muscle. At times it can actually feel quite intense, but I'm gonna give you that option to explore. As I said again, we are all in a different place here with our bodies. Some of us need a little extra depth, others need a little extra space. So take what you need. Another variation for those of you guys that need a little more support is to take the bolster on top and just rest like so. Now, to me, to be honest, I don't feel much of a release, so that's not going to be a version for me, but for some of you, that might be where you need to go, okay? So take the appropriate variation. Let's hold. Let's breathe. Let's explore the hamstring, the lower back. As I mentioned, our bodies are so connected. And a lot of the times when people complain about lower back issues, lower back tension and pain, the point and access to that release actually comes from your lower body. So targeting the glutes and the hamstring will actually release your lower back. So something to keep in mind is that it's not about stretching your back, it's about actually going a little lower and then releasing the other muscles, which then will help facilitate the release of low back stiffness. All right, my friends, close your eyes, just stay inward. Noticing where the tension begins to dissipate, where it holds on and fights back. Can you breathe a little deeper into it? Work with your neck a little bit by bringing your forehead down. You'll notice a deeper sensation in that back. Inhale, exhale. All right, my friends, let's come on up. Bringing yourself up, releasing your foot and just give it a little shake. Shake it out. And then you're going to swing both of your feet over towards the back of your mat. Just take your bolster out of the way. Step back and let's release into downward dog. And this might feel nice to just walk it out again. And I want you to pay attention to how your sides feel. So how the left feels versus the right. It's very normal to feel one a little more tighter than the other, but don't worry because we are going to balance all that out. We're going to take it to the other side. Great, let's find your downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, we're going to take your left knee, bring it over towards your left thumb. All right, from here, unlike we're taking a regular pigeon pose, we're gonna shift our weight and sit on top of your left sit bone. Take your left foot, bring it forward so it's at about a 45-degree bend. Your right back leg, again, same thing. Now think about just bringing those shoulders square, so trying to square out your upper body as much as possible. And then you find that bolster. Come on down to your elbows. I'm going to start the timer here. To your elbows, or go down deeper into lying down position with your heart, your chest, or remove the prop completely and come on down to your elbows or the mat. All right, so now let's focus on the left side. The feminine lunar side of our body. The Ida Nadi. And when I refer to nadis, for those of you guys that might be a little new to this, so nadis are the energetic channels. The Pingala is the masculine. The Ida is the feminine. And they run like this through our bodies. And every time they intersect, it's where we have our connection here of the chakras. And there's an energetic center line called your Shushumna. And that is where they intersect. And so when you think about it that way, there's so much fascinating knowledge to discover about yourself when you think about the energetic body and the feminine versus the masculine, and how that interrelates and correlates with our life and how we live our life, which energy dominates in one part of our life. Just fascinating. And this is where I encourage you to have that, more of that self-discovery, self-study. The intention of our class today is trying to understand yourself a little more. Find your breath. Stay with it. Don't lose it. Another interesting thing you can try in this asana is push your pinky toe, so the foot that's in front. Can you press your pinky toe down into the mat? Just play with it. Press it down and notice how it activates a little bit more through the leg here. And it's, again, fascinating to see where the tension gets discovered through just that tiny, tiny adjustment of pushing your foot a different way. All right, one last deep breath in here. Long exhalation out. And slowly come on up. Shifting your weight. And then take your back leg, swing it around, and let's come into our log pose. So fire log. You're going to take your heel of your right foot, place it on top of your left knee. Now from here, we're going to play with it. You might sit here and feel like this is way more than I need. And I'm going to stay here. Others, you're going to come down, use your block, your bolsters, whatever you're using. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Let's come on down here. Elbows down, your forehead can release. If you don't want to use the bolster and just come down with your body, that's another option. It's a little bit more intense though, of course. So remember, the bolster is there for your help. It's to help you go and relax a little deeper in the asana, because the thing that's really important about yin yoga is that when we get into a posture, unlike other practices and modalities of yoga where it's about really finding that strength to hold a crescent lunge or warrior two or so, this is a place where we actually want to trigger relaxation in the body. So we get into these interesting asanas, and then we want to support our body with props so that we can actually relax. And then through this relaxation, then the muscles are able to start to let go. We're able to go deeper into the connective tissues, the myofascial release, and all of the good stuff. So it's important that you don't strain, that you're not just sweating and shaking in these positions. Use props. Give yourself that extra support. And then when you're comfortable and you're able to relax, this is where that space is being created for you to do a little bit of that internal mental work. Self-inquiry, just studying your own reaction, your own response, your own sensations within your body. All right, my friends, 45 more seconds to go. I want you to keep breathing. You notice how the side feels compared to the other. The tension is more intense or less intense. Just be aware. Pay attention to how it all feels. No judgment or attachment to it. Just accepting it as is. Let's take one final deep breath in together. And then as you exhale, slowly begin to release out of this asana. Take your time. Bring yourself up to a seated, straight spine position. Bring your legs up. Now extend your left leg. And we're going to take your right knee and cross it over, single-legged shoelace. We're going to play with our props, as you remember from the other side, a couple different versions. Easiest is to just rest on top of your bolster as is. You are still creating lots of pressure on your legs, which will force you to have a nice deep sensation. Version 2, remove, place your hand underneath the knee to prevent hyperextension. Inhale, exhale, lower. Version 3 is quite more advanced, and that is to place it in front of your foot, keeping that flexion to its maximum, holding on to the bolster, and then beginning to release down. All right, guys, so take whatever variation you like, and let's go inward. Just breathe in. Long exhalation out. Can you relax your body? And just letting it go. Can you play with your head a little bit here? Noticing how the more you bring your chin closer to your chest, the more you lower the forehead down closer to that knee, the deeper the sensation begins to come up through into the lower back. So play with how that feels. Maybe that feels nice for you. Maybe it's too much. So whatever you need here. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale, let go a little further. Noticing your breath. Paying attention to the breath itself, if it varies from side to side, if it's more shallow, if it's deeper, just noticing it. And through this awareness of the breath, we assist our mind to come back into the present moment. All right, my friends, let's slowly come out. Take your time. You can release your prop. Come on up. Bring your knee up. Release it. Just give it a little shake. Let it go. Good. Now, from here, go ahead and just bring your knees together. Scoot forward towards butterfly pose. We're going to bring the hips closer towards the heels. For now, let's just hold on to your toes and do a little wing flap, I call it. So just letting go a little deeper into the hips. Good. And then from here, take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine. You can hold on to the ankles if that's better. And then as you exhale, we're going to start to come forward with your body. And I'll show you a couple things you can do here. You can either just rest the bolster on top of your feet and kind of reach forward as so. Relax here. You can bring it forward and rest your elbows like so, which will allow your body to come a little further deeper to the floor. And the other version is to not use any prop and just hold on to your toes and come down. All right, so let's hold here. Breathe. Now feeling the sensations starting to move from the hamstrings as they were before into the hips. Possibly still in the lower back as well. It's very, very normal to feel that here. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to work with your breath once again. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling slowly. Can you melt your body closer and closer towards the ground? Maybe rest your forehead on the bolster. Can you allow your knees to fall away from you? Creating that ocean sound on the back of your throat as you exhale. Can you welcome all that arises here? You sit with it. Befriend it. Not run away from it. Can you express gratitude to any sensations that you might have labeled negative? Can you change and label them with gratitude? Express gratitude for them showing you your strength, for them showing you your power, helping you find that control. It's because of those feelings. Nothing is given to us in our life without a purpose, without a reason. Even the most challenging experiences come with their deep lessons. And if we can change the way we look at things, the way we look at the things that we look at will change. Meaning that we will see even negative, terrible experiences as blessings in disguise, because they teach us something about ourselves. Or they push us in our life in a direction that was difficult, but that we're supposed to go towards. So it's that trust in the universe and the greater divine that allows us to see everything that comes to us as a blessing. Whether our ego mind likes to label it as good or bad, it's all a blessing. Let's slowly come on up. Bring your knees up. Take your time. Good. Maybe just do a little windshield wipe with the knees, because the hips, it's very normal to feel a lot of soreness and stiffness here just as we come out of the asana. Great. All right, and then from here, let's do one more release of the hamstrings. We're just going to take a seated forward fold, but work with the prop a little bit. So extend your legs, rest your bolster or your pillow on top of your thighs. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just relax over top. Maybe grab your feet or just rest as so. Good, just holding here. Now, for those of you guys that are super, super flexible and this could feel absolutely like nothing, then of course you can remove the bolster and just allow yourself to relax over top of your legs. Otherwise, I encourage you to just give a little more support. Give your body an opportunity to just relax over top and not have to strain or pull towards anything, and just breathe here. Noticing if you feel any sensations through the back of your knees, your calf muscles. Inhale and exhale. Stay with that Ujjayi breath, don't lose it. When you hear that ocean sound in the back of your throat, try to relax the body along with it. Inhale and exhale. Almost there, just 30 more seconds. Noticing how your body is responding to this and see if you're able to feel a little bit of that release happening. If you are, can you go a little deeper? All right, my friends, let's slowly come on up. Lift your body up, take your prop and just place it to the side. Now, hands grounded, just shift your weight forward. Good, just take a moment, maybe rock side to side a little bit here. And then what I'd like you to do is come on down onto your back. Lay all the way down. I'm gonna grab my stuff here. So you're gonna lay all the way down. And then you're going to lift your hips like a bridge position and then slide your bolster or your pillow, whatever you have, underneath your tailbone. Okay, and just hold here for a moment, relaxing your body on top. And then see if you can bring both legs up. Now we're not gonna hold this as a yin at 3 minutes, but I just want you to hold it for a couple breaths. Just feel this nice release. Deep breath in. Exhale. And then from here, you're going to bring your right knee into your chest. And then because our hips are lifted, we're going to allow that leg to drop all the way down and start to feel a deeper opening through the hip flexor. And we're just going to hold this position here for 3 minutes. Now, if you want to bend your knees slightly, you can, but the sensation will decrease. So the more you can extend that bottom leg, the more you can pull your left knee into the chest, the deeper you're going to start to really feel this beautiful opening through the hip flexor, the psoas muscle. Now let's just hang out here. Close your eyes, breathe. You don't have to constantly keep pulling the knee if that's allowing you to have to strain yourself, but just hold on to it. And then with each exhalation, as your body starts to let go, you can play and
try to just gently bring it closer to your body. Maybe you're even rolling out that left ankle if that feels nice. Just get into the joints a little bit. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe do a little rock with that left knee side to side. Trying to explore your own body here, noticing which slight variation of your leg triggers a deeper opening, a deeper stretch. And you have to explore that on your own. I can't tell you which direction will work for you because it's your body, right? So just listen to it, connect to it. Deepen that intuitive connection with your own body as well. Just listening to it, letting it guide you to the right position. 1 more minute here to go. Deep breath in. Exhale out. All right, let's take 1 more deep breath in. Flex your left foot, start to extend your leg up. See if you can just hold the back of your knee. Maybe bring the other knee into your chest to make it a little bit easier. Or just hold for a moment. And then drop that left leg slowly with control as you pull your right leg towards your body. And let's reset the time and hold and breathe. Good. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. Maybe adding that ankle roll on the other side. Releasing any joints in that ankle in your feet. Flexing and pointing your foot. And finding your breath. Maybe taking a gentle rock side to side with that right knee. Once again, just giving yourself that moment of exploration, noticing where is the tension the most intense for me. And then if you can find and pinpoint that spot, can you hold it? And then can you breathe deeper into it? Can you welcome more oxygen into it? Thirty more seconds, just keep breathing. Okay. Slowly from here, you can go ahead and bend that extended knee, extend your right leg. Pull. You can stay here for a moment, just flex and pull the leg in, feel that nice little stretch in the hamstring. And then bring the other knee in. Then bend both knees and just pull the knees into your chest, kind of feel this nice little release support of your sacrum. And then plant both of your feet onto the mat. I'd like you to go ahead and lift your hips up and then push the bolster away out of your mat. Hold here, deep breath in, and then as you exhale, slowly start to lower vertebra by vertebra all the way down. Good. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and just bring both of your knees together over to the right side, opening with your left arm out into a nice spinal twist. Closing your eyes and just hold here for a moment. Breathe in. Try to get your elbow, your shoulder down. Close your eyes. Use your other hand to push the knees across the body. Keeping your eyes closed and just paying attention to everything that's happening inside your back and your shoulders, your mind and your heart. Okay, deep breath in. Then exhale, we're just gonna switch to the other side. So you're gonna bring your knees up. Use your left hand, push it across. Extend your right arm, look over your right shoulder. Let's hold it here. Breathing in and exhaling out. Closing your eyes, staying inward. Pay attention to everything that arises here. Physical sensation, the emotions, the breath, the thoughts. Okay, let's take one more deep breath in. exhale, slowly come back to center. Just hug your knees into the chest. Just take a little rock, maybe gentle circles of the knees to one side, and then the other side. And take a deep breath in, pull your forehead towards your knees, making a little ball. Then as you exhale, extending into our final asana or shavasana. A couple of things you can do here today. You can take your bolster or pillow and place it under your knees to just support your low back a little bit if that feels nice. What you can also do is take your bolster and bring it behind you lengthwise, and then rest your body on top like so, opening your arms. Really depends where you want the support and the opening. Wherever you are, just open up your hands. Close your eyes. Let's just breathe. Welcoming that deep Ujjayi breathing one more time. Exhale out. Maybe just making a slight sigh, even vocalizing it if you need to. Just let it go. Feeling your body resting on the mat. Feeling the connection between certain parts of your body and the floor underneath you. Allowing yourself to surrender and let go into it. Allowing your eyes to feel heavy and let go. Relaxing your forehead, letting go of any expressions of emotions. Allowing your jaw to feel relaxed and loose in your mouth. Let the shoulders drop, open and release into the ground. Allowing your arms to be heavy by your side. As you breathe in, feeling that gentle expansion of your chest. Expansion of your belly upward. Then exhale, let it go. Relaxing your glutes, your thighs, knees, calves, shins. Allowing your feet to be heavy. Your full body heavy. Full body held by the earth. Just let go. Let go of everything. Let go of tomorrow, let go of today. Let go of yesterday. And simply welcome this moment. It's the only moment we have, is right now. Inhaling and exhale. Now let's slowly begin to bring awareness back to your breath. Just deepening that inhalation, elongating the exhalation. Moving your fingers one by one, and then your toes. Then your hands, your wrists. Bring your legs together. Then reaching both arms up over your head. Again, feel free to take a big exhale, vocalize it if you have to, yawn, whatever you gotta do. Just awaken the body. And then bend your knees, rolling over to one side, coming off your prop if you're on it. And then when you're ready, slowly coming up to seated position on your mat. Now, if you like to keep your eyes closed here and just listen to my voice, you can do that. Just take your time that you need to come back and land inside your own body once again. Now, to close off our practice today, I would like us to do one last quick little pranayama exercise, which will help with everything we've talked about today in terms of that equilibrium, that balance and harmony of our energies. And that is called your alternate nostril breath. So I'll quickly just guide you into the hand mudra of it. So what you're going to do is take your two peace fingers, you're going to place them on top of your third eye, right between your two eyebrows. You're going to take your ring finger and you're going to block your left nostril. And then your thumb is going to block the right nostril. Okay, so that's the hand positioning here. We're going to open the right nostril and inhale only into the right while blocking the left. Then I'd like you to constrict both nostrils for a moment. Open the left, exhale the air out of the left. Good, now reverse it. Inhale into the left. Block. Open the right, exhale out of the right. Now doing this at your own pace and your own time, 2 more rounds. Inhale. Block. Exhale. Inhale back into that same nostril that you exhaled out of. Block. Exhale. One more round. Exhale. When you've done your final third round, just rest your hands on the knees and breathe normally, naturally. Just feeling this connection, this balance within you. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like. If you like to move into a meditation practice,
you can go ahead and just stay here and move right into that. It's the perfect time. If you like to close off with me together, then just place the hands together in Anjali Mudra. Place them on top of your heart center and bow down to your own heart. Thanking yourself for a beautiful practice today, for gifting yourself with this very juicy, deep release of yin yoga, and for finding time in your busy schedule for your health and your well-being. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for joining me here today. And I look forward to seeing you in our next practice. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me again. I just wanted to let you know that if you'd like to join the rest of the classes of the Daily Dose Initiative, you can simply click the link down here in the description of this video and join us. We are live streaming every single day, practicing yoga together, and also coming together as a community. We have a Telegram group that you can join, as well as we do live Zoom hangouts where we can discuss different topics and get to know each other a little bit more. And of course, if you join our community on Boho Beautiful Official, you get access to thousands and thousands of more classes. So with that, I hope to see you there, and thank you again.